Ben, how about give us the Pledge of Allegiance? Make it in American.
Yeah. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Okay, roll call. Everybody's here but Robert Zoombridge. And if you want to put that in, Debbie. And special presentations. You got something going here?
We have none.
Oh, sweet. Okay, I'm entertaining motions for the approval of the minutes from August the 7th, 2025. Do I hear a motion?
I motion to approve.
Okay, second?
A second.
All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Carried. Okay, we got to approve the August 18th Joint Council Commission Committee and Ethics. Oh, no, we don't have to approve that, do we? I mean, that was there.
That was,
We attended
Yeah, pass on that.
No,
Well,
you
for a special
you
meeting?
have to, yes, you have to approve it.
Okay. Entertaining a motion to approve special ethics.
I'll motion to approve. Special. I'll second.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
September the 22nd, 2025, Golf Course Committee special meeting. Entertaining a motion.
Motion to approve the meeting, or the minutes of the golf course special meeting.
I'll second.
Andy seconds. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Oral communications, we have no oral communications as far as the cards I've seen. Old business, let's get to old business. You got any old business?
No, not this evening.
Wow. New business, okay, review and recommendation for golf course scorecard updates. Everybody seen the scorecard? And how many we got left in the end, idea inventory?
We plan to order after the new year. That was our goal. So we're hoping to make updates on a redesign and then get it ordered.
Okay.
Well, we're not going to have a presentation from somebody on the combination teams. We never actually got it.
Yeah, I did invite him, and I don't see him here this evening.
Is that
So,
Andy?
Jim Kemp.
Oh, okay, Jim.
So this was on the committee's work plan, and I know committee member Zoombridge had feedback and thoughts on this. He did send, do you have that presentation? But I'm wondering, without him here, if we should maybe punch this, table it? We
Depending
can,
on our inventory, if we got
Yeah.
enough inventory to carry us through the first
we do,
year,
we can
we'll-
order more. We can do another run. It's not that big a deal.
you want me to keep it on?
Yeah, why don't you keep it on? You could also establish a subcommittee for this and allow 2 committee members to work and then bring something back to the committee at a future meeting.
Who's initiating the idea of combo teams? I mean, where does that come from, and why is that something that we're actually considering?
I think that the people feel there's a little bit of too big of a variation between the blues and the whites, and for men's club events, oftentimes they only use whites, or so there's been a thought that if you had a blue-white combo, it just opens up another option.
So it's a blue-white combo that you're
Correct.
looking at?
Yes.
I see.
Debbie, can you zoom in on that at all? I think that's what is,
Yeah, so you can see there. I'm assuming this is just a mock-up. It would look a little cleaner when
Yeah, isn't it?
produced.
yeah, this was just a mock-up that I know Robert had put together.
And I know there's a couple other changes they had talked about wanting to change. Obviously, you see the restaurant being removed off of there, and the couple of more definitive things.
Why would we remove the restaurant number from it?
Because I think it's not. Is there even a restaurant number anymore? I mean,
I wasn't aware that there wasn't one, but
I'm sure there's a
Okay.
restaurant number. There used to be a snack number as
we
well.
can
There is a
confirm that it's
second
accurate.
yeah, maybe that's.
I would hope that they have a phone number.
Add Wedding Chapel to consider, is considered rounded, oh, okay. So, okay, yeah.
there was also talk about trying to define, making sure it's pretty clear that number 15 is out of bounds on the right.
Yeah,
Right.
it says it on there.
Well, it doesn't say on the card yet, though, right?
No, that's the proposal
Oh, I see.
changes.
Just because I know
26.
that there's been questions on that before. And it's nice to flip the card over. But yeah, other than that, I mean, I think it's pretty close.
Could you go back to the other?
If you hit presentation on your
Yeah, I was gonna
Oh.
say, I don't
hit
I
presentation
don't know
right
if you
there.
guys really are seeing it on the
Yeah,
screen
it's
on
really
here,
easy.
but
See it
Oh,
there.
okay, thank you.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I see the blue white up there. Good idea.
Blue, white, yeah, I like that.
So how does the player play that combo team? How do they play it?
The blue numbers, you play from the blue.
Oh, on the
white.
white you play from the right, I see.
What is it that we need to do as a committee to make this go forward, move forward, and so Vinny knows that he can order everything he's needed, right?
we have to redesign the scorecard. So if you're good with this and including everything on it, then you would just make a motion and a vote on updating updating based on this presentation. And we will go forward with that.
I guess one thing I would maybe throw out for us to think about is there's a lot of descriptions of like OB spots on the back of the card. Should we see if we can add just like notations on like the course map of like what's out of bounds? Because I don't think anyone actually reads the back of the scorecard. So like okay, right at 15 is out of bounds. There's a big white space there that you could just put a little out of bounds like blob. And on the on the left side of 16, you could also say that's OB because that's all OB. I mean, it's just a thought. I don't think people actually read that closely. I don't know if it'll help with pace of play.
You know,
but-
should we look at the pictures either, you know?
Well, normally, this is good for everyday play, and when they have tournaments, they give them a score, a rule sheet and all that stuff that can be put on that. So, I don't think we have to worry about that.
All right. Sounds good to me.
Any other comments?
Or perhaps redesign it and can we have a look at it before it goes to print or?
Yeah, we could do that.
not
Yeah.
maybe?
Yeah, so that would have to be at our next meeting in January.
Yes. I do think we'll have one, if not two special meetings before that, so if for some reason we need to expedite it, from a purchasing standpoint, we can add it to your guys' agenda, if that's the case.
And I see on the front that he's suggesting we remove the restaurant and just leave the snack bar.
No, I mean, does anybody call the restaurant number?
Well, I
Does
mean, you
anyone-
certainly can order food in the restaurant to pick up.
I guess it might be how do they call the cart? Can they call the cart?
No, only the snack bar. There's no number in the cart that anybody knows of.
Okay,
We're not really sure when the cart's out anyway, so.
let me follow up with Wedgwood then, and see what number they want to advertise. Because that would be the intention, I think, to be able to, okay.
Yeah, we don't need a bunch of numbers for them.
I mean, most people probably look it up online anyways.
Can we book a wedding?
So, all right, so then make a motion to review an updated and hopefully finalized version at the next meeting that we're all together.
I'll second that. All in favor?
Right.
Aye.
Aye.
Moving along. Okay, review of the proposed 2026 golf tournament calendar. I hope everybody got a chance to see it, because I've got some questions. One for staff. I think it would be great to have in that one of the column or make another column. You've got dates, but what day does that fall on? Is it Sunday, Friday, Monday? You know, so
I can tell you right now, if you want to go, Dave, you want to
you
go?
don't really have to, because I looked them all up.
Okay.
Can you tell us
The dates, but
Can you run through them then so we can see real quick?
okay, the first one, well, I have a question. Is it Doden or Memorial? What is that?
That was a request by, I believe, Steve Rose.
It's the guy who got the clock donated.
Oh,
Yeah, Jeff.
okay. 32 players or something, okay.
What day is that?
It's Sunday, January 25th.
It's a Saturday. Oh, wait,
What?
yeah, it is a Sunday. Yes, it's a Sunday.
Is it Sunday?
Yeah.
Okay. Thought I got reading the wrong calendar. The Boys and Girls Club I know about, Long Beach Firefighters, I don't know much about them. They've been going along, that's a Monday, I mean, don't know much about them. Friends of San Clemente I'm familiar with, that's on a Friday, shotgun. Giuseppe, I'm not familiar with that. We don't know how many is in that group. Returning group. It's on a Saturday, which scares me. Any more information on that? I guess
Jenny, do you have any? I can pull up. what
Yeah,
they
the
did.
Giuseppe is a SCGA group that they're vetted. They're a good group of people. Everything on there is tournaments that I've dealt with before. Other than the Long Beach Firefighters, it's just a regular guy that plays on Saturdays and Sundays trying to get his firefighter group in. I told him I put in a request.
Okay, about how many in his group?
Probably about 40, just off the top
That's
of my
the Long
head.
Beach one. He's talking about the Long Beach one that's on there. It
Oh,
says
not the Long
40.
Beach. Yeah, I see
Giuseppe
that.
is probably in the
I'm
30s.
down to the Giuseppe.
And Giuseppe's about 30.
Yeah,
Do you know anything about them?
it's the SCGA group that I know.
OSCGA,
Yeah.
not firefighters. How many in that group? 40? Another 40?
Yeah.
Family Assistance, it's on a Monday. St. Clemente Golf League, that's a new one. And they want Friday, 2 Fridays, 14th and 21st, 60 players.
They only want one Friday. They're flexible on which Friday.
Oh, I get it. Both Fridays, one of the other. 12 o'clock. Lady Triton, yeah. That's a great one. Exchange Club, certainly. City Championship, 17th and 18th. And there's a cut after the first round, so that's not all that bad on Sundays. And Rainbow Sandals, which is going to run into our aerification schedule. So that's kind of tentative, I guess, on October 30th. The other thing I noticed was we don't have any listing brought to our attention for the women's and the men's golf club. They don't have to be looked at or...
Those are routine and done pretty consistently. These are kind of those outside
Yeah.
special tournaments.
Yes, William.
One thing that's not on there is the team play for Thursdays and
Oh,
Saturdays.
yeah, I forgot all
I just
about
got those a couple days ago, so those are for
Team
up
plays.
for your consideration.
Thursdays and when? Thursdays.
Saturday.
Thursdays and Saturdays. Let's see, what is there, about like 8 matches, but 4 here and 4 away or
They have
something?
redone the format to where they don't have individual matches anymore. So it's a big improvement to their pace of play.
Oh, yeah. So I get a horse to carry me now.
Yes.
Great. All right, team play.
Okay.
Roberto.
Kenny, you don't have any issues with any of these?
Apologize.
requests?
Happy Donatari.
No, that's pretty bare of what I've received. I'm getting more and more every day on my email requests for tournaments, and again, we can't say yes to everyone. I guess I would need a little bit more direction on when you want me to present these frequently, or, because I do know there's a plan to put a tournament request form on the website.
Well, as long as you get them to Samantha, she can get them to us,
Okay.
as they come up.
Yeah, the resolution asks that the committee review this annually, and it's at this meeting. So I think it might be helpful for Vinnie to, if you want to give him a parameter of you're looking for no more than 3 a month, should they be on specific days? That might help him say yes or no, rather than continually having to come to the committee for feedback.
I've been pretty much running pretty tight on 3 2, maybe 4 tournaments a month, just so no conflicts arise, so.
Yeah,
that's
I don't want to
my
be up
ask.
here passing judgment on every tournament that comes along. I mean,
Yeah.
that's why we have you.
Yeah,
And
and I'm happy to do it, it's,
what days are the best days for the course?
Mondays, well, every day's busy now, usually
Yeah.
Mondays are slow, our slowest day, but everyone's busy now. It's just I consider the men's club days, and if that tournament falls to the next day of the men's club days, not to book back-to-back-to-back tournaments. I don't think that's fair for the residents, so that's how I juggle some of these decisions.
And historically, over the last several years, it's been around 3-4 months.
Yes, and we could actually probably host one every day on the weekend if you want. That's
So-
how many requests I get.
So on the average of the 2 to 4 a month, do you feel that's an acceptable amount to
Yes.
offer?
I think
The
that's,
residents still
yes.
get to play with that, so.
I'd say 3, I would max it at 3.
I mean, that seems relatively reasonable. And it obviously generates good revenue
Oh, yeah.
for the course. So it's,
Out of town, sure,
yeah.
most of the time.
So with this list, we'll consider, if you guys have no issues with what's in front of you, we'll take that direction, not to exceed 3 per month. And then it would be considered really on a first come, first served basis. So if Vinny gets in 5 applications for January tomorrow, he's gonna go with first come, first served. And then if there's some kind of qualifying factor of that's too many on one date or some flexibility there.
With regard to that, do we give preference to like larger tournament requests, smaller ones, weekdays, weekends? Any do you have?
My most popular one is probably 30 to 40 players, to where it doesn't put too big of a footprint on the golf course. You know, when you get to 90, that's almost people wanting a shotgun, because your first group and the last group are ending in such a different time that they want shotguns, and again, that's not possible, so.
I believe the cap is 60.
It used to be 90, I thought,
I
but
think it's in the resolution.
even 60 is
It's
almost a 2-hour
large,
difference.
yeah. We can verify that.
Obviously, some of these are shotgun, but not very many of them, right? I mean, it's,
Yeah, the shotguns are locked in.
yeah.
Yeah, that's big ones.
Yeah, the big ones.
Exchange and Phantom
Yeah, especially, and
and Rainbow,
those are all good local organizations as well.
Lady Triton. Oh, it says.
And should we be looking at a direction to Vinny that the tournaments, that one of the considerations should be it's San Clemente other than out of town, or do we not care because out of town will be bringing in more money?
Well, I think it's,
There's still a tournament fee, right? There's still a per player tournament fee, so resident
Yes.
or not, then it's like a bonus on there.
Yes, and just, yeah, they do. But if they don't hold a resident card, then they're paying the non-resident rate anyways.
I mean, I like that idea, giving, St. Clemente.
Priority.
If you were to get 6 requests on the same day, then look at the ones that are more,
I don't see too much of that.
yeah, it's hard for you to know.
Yeah.
You'd have to do the
You can
research.
give a little preference. I know of one group that's a San Clemente group that wants to play and have a little tournament that's maybe 24, 30 players, but you don't get a bunch of, these are San Clemente groups.
It might be too hard of a request to filter on.
So I think, not to exceed 3 a month is what we're saying, right?
Mhm.
And then the number you prefer is a 30 to 40 tournament.
Under 60 is good. If it's anything over, they start pushing for a shotgun, and yeah, we can't. Or do a double T, and that's just too hard to manage.
Yeah. And I would say if there's ever a reason that we need to go over 3, maybe that's when you could come back to us and say, hey, I really think we should entertain this group because of X, Y, Z. All right.
Do we have to motion this into existence?
I think for the record would be helpful,
Okay.
or you could take it as a receive and file too. Just receive and file this.
Either way, I don't care.
It's up to the committee.
Shall we motion it? Entertaining a motion to
Sure.
go with what we, the staff has brought up here?
Mandy, do you have it down? What exactly it
Not
is?
really, not to exceed three a month, under 60 members, and if there's any exceptions for Benny to
come to us.
to come to the golf committee. Other than that, leave it in his hands, his capable hands.
So, is that a
If
motion?
that's a motion.
That's the motion?
That's a motion, I think.
So we have a second.
I second it.
80 seconds. All in favor?
Aye.
Don't ask me to repeat it.
All right.
Do we need specifically approved?
Items from staff. Well, what do you got? Steve?
Oh, yeah.
Do we need to specifically approve the tournament schedule here?
Oh, and this particular.
That's what I was
thing,
asking.
Yeah, you can just fold that into your motion. You just-
And we approve the tournament schedule as
Yeah.
presented.
All right. You got a quarterly golf activity report?
Yes, it's on the back page.
That page? Oh, okay. Sent some many.
Gosh, look at the previous same quarters. Golf's blowing up.
Oh, on this thing.
I would say golf is still popular. Looking at that compared to the last 4 years, 5 years.
Oh, there it is. Okay, yeah, I did see all that. Scooting along there.
And a lot more member cards as well, about 80 or so.
Oh, really?
members cards. From the last year. First quarter, just the difference in the first quarter.
So is that 547, the number includes renewals, right?
Yes.
Okay, so it could just happen to be that a lot of people renew every fall.
Well, it's all comparison to first quarter, all
Yeah.
quarters are same first quarter, so.
It's interesting though, that the trend
Yes.
was constant for a while and then kind of gone up the last 2 years.
So a little bit.
It could just be Vinny and staff are doing a good job of making sure everybody has them.
And renewing them.
July is a busy resident card time.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it helps that the computer can tell us when they are expired, so.
Well, yeah, I really like getting reminded when I get in the shop, but especially if it's a week before, because then all of a sudden you get on to make a starting time and you, oh, I'm not current and valid, no good.
Is there a way to make the system remind us a couple of weeks before, to remind the actual,
For renewal.
yeah, because what happens is you go on to book a tea time
Yeah.
and it freezes
Come
you
up.
out.
Yeah, we can look into it.
That would be helpful.
Sure.
That'd be an easy fix, if we can do that. Everybody go. Anything else from staff? Communicate?
I have a couple things. Randy, did you have any updates on the maintenance side?
There was the question about how often we move the cups on the greens, and we moved 9 on Monday. We moved the other 9 on Tuesday and just flip-flop back and forth. So every 2 days, the holes get moved. And we are adding some pins. They aren't holes, but Jeff, the lead greenskeeper, has some pins that can be used on the practice greens. So we're adding those, I believe, tomorrow. There'll be 3 or 4 new ones. That's all I have.
Great.
We've only been asking for that for since I've been here.
Squeaky clean. Since Lassie was a puppy?
A couple of updates from the council meeting on Tuesday. They did approve an amended fee schedule for the golf course, and those will go into effect December 1st, so we'll be working to update that. There'll be some noticing that will be posted in the pro shop, and we'll send an email out notifying people of the rate increases. Coupled in with that was council requested a option to allow residents to have bookings in advance twice per year. That's updated the operating resolution, so there'll be an allowance for resident card holders to book 2 times 30 days in advance annually. It's $25 per player on top of their green fee. That $25 is due at the time of reservation, and they cannot have overlapping advance bookings, so they can't say, I want to book January 5th and January 6th. Your advance booking has to expire, and then you can do your second one thereafter. I'm working through that with 4UP on how that could work within the system. There's a chance, obviously the pro shop and the starter will have to be highly aware and in touch with the folks that are taking advantage of that opportunity.
One of the concerns I have with that, Samantha, is that the way we book our tea time is we have no visibility of the day before the 6 o'clock comes and we click. If these tea times are already pre-booked, and I'm going to try and get my 9:18 tea time, right? I go in at 6 o'clock, those tea times are gone, I won't get another, I'll miss an opportunity to get something else because I'm looking for that area and it's blocked off. Is there a way that, we're going to be, we know we're going at 6 o'clock and we're ready to go, but that the page could show up if there's pre-bookings already there, that the pre-bookings show so that you don't have to wait to get in to find you can't get that tea time. You know what I mean?
It should show what's available and what's not available for you.
But only once you go in and then it's too late. Then you can't pick another tea
Now, if
time.
you try to do a pre-booking though, do a pre-booking before that day, you might be able to see what's available. So if you can do
You pretend to do a pre-booking.
exactly, you don't actually finalize it, you should be able to see everything that's available.
You should be able to.
You're a very sneaky person.
It's not sticky, it's just
I just thought that immediately. You came up with that immediately. Wow. That's clever. I know it's clever.
I had a question on that as well. Are there going to be any blackout times or times that people cannot do that? Or
So the tournaments would be blacked out, men's club, ladies, any block reservations like the Exchange Club time or the 10 whistles, those will not be available to be reserved.
Okay.
But other than that, there's very few parameters.
And it's $25 premium.
Premium per player.
Is that non-refundable?
As non-refundable due at the time of deposit.
Good.
Or the time of reservation. And then it's a maximum of 4, minimum of 2 players, so you can't just book yourself, you have to have at least 2, or you're doing 4. You cannot go more than 1 tea time, if you will. So
And the system will be able to track that you've done it and you can't do it again.
that is not, I'm not totally certain of that. I've been working with 4UP, and they've sent me to their software person, so we're looking at that. But you're gonna have to call the pro shop anyways, to get that advanced booking, most likely to get it going, so. We're still working through the kinks, so this was not something that staff recommended, this was something council requested, so that's staff's responses to that, and that's what was adopted in the resolution. So we're working through the nuances of making that happen.
The purpose of this is, I'm going to be vacationing in San Clemente and I need to get a time for next June.
Yes, but it's not for non-residents, you have to be a resident card holder,
If you have
so.
friends coming.
Yeah, if you've got
I'm with them.
family visiting, it's an industry to take advantage of that. And it is limited to 2, with the idea that what we don't want is people banding together to all of a sudden hold an entire Saturday when all their friends and family are, you reserve the entire day. So it's limited to 2 per resident annually.
And sorry, how many days in advance was it?
30.
30, okay. So you
Isn't
can't,
this,
you can't pick like June next year yet.
isn't this, what Tory Pines?
Torrey Pines does a 90-day in advance. It's $33 a person
Yeah.
to do it, and they have, so when you book in 4UP, they use 4UP as well. When you book, you can pick resident, non-resident, whatever, then you can do it advanced, 8 to 90 days. So that's how I knew to go. You can go in there and look and see, what's available for it. Do you have a general idea?
Non-residents, so that's 33 over the 325 regular rate.
Yeah. Which, I mean, if you're paying 300, what's an additional $33?
Well, you had mentioned that what Tory Pine was doing was just really having a problem, the normal people, residents were
Yeah.
having a problem because so many people were able to
But
pre-book.
pretty much at this point in time at Torrey, you have to pre-book the 90 days in advance to get a time.
Oh.
You have to be in that advanced time. All the, like, the
So
week,
are
the
they
week in
not-
advance times are,
They're not restricted
Based-
to the 2 times.
no, you can have as many as you
So that
want.
might
Because
help
they're-
out.
So it's 300 plus the 50 plus
Well,
the 30,
it's the residents.
plus your card, so you're 450 right there.
Residents don't like.
But the residents, for a resident, it's like $70
Yeah.
plus the 32, so
Yeah.
it becomes $100, so it's
Yeah.
kind of.
So they get a US Open menu for $100. They can cry about it all they want.
I don't think they want, they're pretty, you will.
And then the only other item, council did give direction to make sure that the committee reviews pro shop operations going forward, so we'll be looking to adjourn to a date. I'd like to discuss that. I'm hoping to see that before Thanksgiving. We're looking at the week of November 17th. I know normally Debbie will send something out, but we were hoping to make sense of that tonight so we can adjourn to a regularly adjourned meeting, which is a little bit less noticing requirements and signatures. Does anybody have a preference? The 18th won't work, that's a Tuesday, and neither will the 19th, so it would have to be Monday the 17th or Thursday the 20th.
Can't do Monday.
Yeah, same. 20th would be okay.
20th is okay.
Okay,
What's the 20th, what day is it?
Thursday.
Thursday.
Fun with me.
Would you like to have it at the same time? 5 o'clock work?
Yes,
Yeah.
that allows for other people to come to the.
Okay. So we'll make note of that when we adjourn. You won't read exactly what's on your agenda. Whoever adjourns, we want to adjourn to a regular adjourned meeting on November 20th at 5 p.m. And then the last piece, maintenance will be working to set up some ongoing meetings between all of the entities on the golf course, between the marshals, the workshop, the restaurant, and the maintenance staff. There's a lot of moving parts, and I think that our observation is sometimes communication falls through the cracks, so we're going to do a better job of meeting at least quarterly on site with those different groups involved and make sure that we can have better communication going forward. That's it.
When is the Wedgewood contract up?
That is up in 2027. We're working through, the contract actually doesn't allow the city to opt out of the renewal. It's an automatic renewal unless Wedgewood opts to not go forward. So we cannot say no to them right now, but staff are working diligently to make sure they're in compliance with their contract. If you are seeing issues or you're finding that the snack bar is not open, the restaurant's closed, the cart's not out, please notify a marshal, send an email to me. I need to know that pieces of information so I can ensure that they're aware that they're.
And so there's no way the city can make any changes to the contract? The contract is.
That is correct. It's an automatic renewal.
And is it automatic renewal for how long?
5 more years.
And then after 5 years, is it another automatic renewal?
No, that's the last renewal.
In lieu of our subcommittees that we can't meet because of agendas and advertising it and all that, I had last time around the course for me, Saturday, I noticed it's in really good shape. The greens have been punched, and not used Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday last week, and by the time we got there for Saturday, they were great, you know, coming along better and better. You can see that the irrigation system's letting go in different places, and there was 4 or 5 broken sprinkler heads, but they were being tended to, so as expected. So that'll all be taken care of during the master plan. We're up, but I couldn't think of anything else that was going on. The course is in very good shape, actually, and we've heard of that throughout.
And just to on that vein, I did hear that there was an issue with the reclaimed water. We weren't using that right now. We're using potable water. Is that correct?
We had a major reclaim leak that went through the middle of the 8th fairway and made its way down to the beach. During the repair of that, we were accepting potable water from the wells on the course itself. There was no change in charge for the water. Typically potable is more expensive, but in that case it didn't charge us extra. And we're running 100% right now, the pump house is. We're on reclaimed water and the greens are on potable.
Oh, okay, that's great. Thank you.
And I appreciate you having it rain twice for us.
It's my own little thing.
So that was good. Any other comments from the committee? Greg? Anything to add? Ben?
I just wanted to ask, we have approved a program for people to purchase benches and things like that. Any action on that?
Yeah, we are working with the city's GIS coordinator to do some digital mapping of where all those benches can be purchased from. So it is available, we're just not heavily advertising it at the moment. We hope to, over the next month or so, have a full map that's interactive and you can see what bench is available and the price and the location, and there'll be green if it's available, red if it's sold. It can demonstrate who the bench was donated by, so that'll come online hopefully in the next month or so.
And the other thing regarding that, I think when Robert and I were talking about it, that we were going to redo the trash cans at the same time. Is that going to be redone at the same time, or how would that work?
We will do trash cans as the budget allows. Nobody is willing to donate trash cans at this point in time. It's not a popular item to put your name on. There's not a market for it. So we will update trash cans when we can. Hopefully, as a new bench is donated, I'm hoping we can put a new trash can on as well. So.
Didn't have any problem with that on the pier. They were putting shark wraparound labels and all sorts of stuff. The city finally, no, we'll take care of this. Mandy, you got anything special you want to share?
I've shared enough, I think.
You sure? Okay. Robert?
I just have one item that came to mind. One of the things I've observed on the driving range is since there are no club stands, a lot of times people are laying their clubs down where people walk. I think it would be really nice to have a real simple club stand at each hitting bay. About $115 a piece, made out of wood or plastic, and there may be an opportunity for the men's club to help support that, but or not. But I think it would be a really good thing to have.
Okay. I can talk to the men's club.
I have nothing further, so I'll be entertaining a motion to adjourn.
No, I don't have anything.
Started with him.
I missed it and I don't know. Where was I?
Nap on your own time. I need a motion.
Motion to adjourn.
Second? Nobody wants a second?
So I seconded it.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right, we're out of here officially.
We may talk about it.
I've done it fast.